Hi, Paul with Diode Dynamics taking a look at the installation of our RGBW LED boards on the new charger. Now, from the factory, the white DRL lights up at night and during the day. With these boards, we're going to actually replace the factory LED panels that are just white with ones that have RGBW chips. We'll be able to control the color with a remote control. What's great about these boards is that they're a drop-in replacement, so we'll just be removing some screws, taking out the factory boards, and the new boards, which have been computer designed with 3D scanning here in St. Louis, are going to be a direct drop-in replacements. Now, it does require opening the headlights, which can be a little tricky, so if you have any concerns about that, give us a call and we can direct you to one of our authorized installers. Otherwise, let's take a look. So to get started, first of course you'll want to open the headlight, removing the lens. This one's really not too bad, it does just pop right off. Then we're just going to start removing the screws holding the main black bezel in place. You look down, there's a screw there, 4 around. These are going to be T20 size bits, so just go ahead and start unscrewing. Once you remove those 4 screws, you can just pull this black bezel off, set it aside. So you can now see the LED panels, 2 small ones on this side and 1 larger one on this side. We're just going to go ahead and remove those. We're going to start with one of the smaller ones here, use a T15 bit. So once you remove the screws, that black kind of alignment and hold down bar is going to come off. Then the panel is here. We can go ahead and unclip the power connector wire, and you'll see that there's one more screw there that we'll go ahead and remove. Now, once you remove that screw, it can be pulled directly off, and what's holding it down is actually called a sill pad. So it's actually a thermally conductive pad that's going to transfer heat from the LED to the aluminum. It will be kind of hard to remove because of that, because it's kind of an adhesive. So just give it a good pull, and you'll be able to pull it off. And there's that white sill pad. So it might stick on the heatsink or it might come with the board. Either way, we're going to pull that off so we can reuse it. It's kind of like a fabric tape type material, so it's quite easy just to peel off and then reuse. So go ahead and peel that off. Then go ahead and take one of your new LED panels. You can use either one, a smaller one of course. And we're going to stick that sill pad to the bottom of the LED panel. Just line it up the same. Again, this is going to conduct that heat from the board and that chip to the big aluminum heatsink here. Then go ahead and place it down in the exact same position. Again, perfect fit. Give it a push and that sill pad should hold it in place for a moment. Grab the screw with the bigger top on it and screw it in. Then take the bracket, put it right in the same place. You'll see that it does fit perfectly even with the much bigger RGBW LED chip. These screws are going into metal, so we want to make sure they're nice and firm, but don't try to over tighten them. Don't stress them too much. They're just going into this aluminum block directly. We'll now repeat for the other small LED on the bottom. For the larger panel, we're going to repeat the same process. Going to remove that bracket, remove the power connector, and remove the last screw. Again, it'll be stuck down there pretty good, so grab a good firm hold here, or you might use a small flathead tool to actually pry it off. We're going to remove that sill pad, place it on our new RGBW board, and then we'll place it back down over those alignment tabs. Stick it down. Again, bigger screw goes in the main fastener for the board. And we'll set our bracket back in place. Fits right over those LEDs, just big enough. Now that we have all the LED panels replaced, we're going to go ahead and do our wires. So first of all, check those factory wires, and they're going to remain unplugged, but we just want to tuck them out of the way so they don't get in the way when we reseal the lamp. Now take your new braided wires, they're going to your panels, and we're going to run them out back behind the headlights through the dust cap. We're going to be removing that dust cap and drilling a small hole to route the wires in order to seal it up. Right now, we're just going to run those out. Make sure any slack is tucked out of the way as well. And there we go. Now, your wiring harness might vary based on the version that you get with this type of product. So just make sure that before you install the boards that the wires are all going where they need to go. It might be easier to run the boards in first from the other way. We can now go ahead and reinstall the black bezel. We're just going to align the tabs. There's a couple of alignment tabs next to the screws. Let's just align those in place. And then we can reinsert the screws, and then we'll reseal the lamp. Before we do reseal it though, we're going to go ahead and test it out. So to power these products, we have to use the included constant current regulators. These drivers are going to provide a very reliable, constant source of power for the LEDs to run. Just go ahead and plug them in to the wire that's coming out of the headlight, and then plug the driver into any RGBW controller, which is then powered by a 12-volt signal. Then go ahead and take your remote and turn it on to test it out. You can see that now it illuminates in a nice bright white color as well as a full multicolor range. What's great about this product is it's RGB multicolor and white with that extra white chip. So when you're ready to hit the road, just switch it back to a nice, pure, bright white color. This product is 100% made in USA and is backed by a 3-year warranty. You can find this product online at diodedynamics.com or use our dealer locator tool to find it at a dealer near you. Thanks for watching.